everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be my last video for 2001, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a small, very quick haul video. So I'm going to be ending on a bit of a whimper, if I'm being totally honest. Just for the simple fact, there's not a whole lot out there to buy at the moment. I didn't get too much over Christmas, but the few that I got here are interesting. I haven't seen many of them, but I've been hearing great things about them, so very, very excited to check them out. So I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get right into this haul. And this one now, this first film that I'm going to show, it's a Blu-ray. I've spoken to a few people about this movie. I was finally managed to get it on Blu-ray. I'll pick it up on Blu-ray. So we've got the Man Who Invented Christmas. This is a real Christmas treat. Anyone that's out there, anyone that's big into Christmas movies, this is an absolute must. It stars Dan Stevens. If you're not aware of who Dan Stevens is, he plays the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. He's also the main star of that film, The Guest. And it also stars Christopher Plummer, the late great Christopher Plummer, who does an absolute phenomenal job as Scrooge in this movie. So if you're not aware of what this movie actually is, it's basically the making of A Christmas Carol, how Charles Dickens came up with the concept of A Christmas Carol. It kind of starts where he's just kind of living off the success of Oliver Twist, and then it jumps around 16 months into the future, and he had 3 flops in a row. And he's struggling financially, and he's kind of hit a wall when it comes to anything interesting when it comes to writing. And yes, so the whole movie is him coming up with how he gets the ideas for A Christmas Carol. This film is truly, truly special. It is absolutely, like I said, it's a Christmas treat. Like I said, Dan Stevens in this movie as Charles Dickens is absolutely extraordinary. What a very underrated actor he is at the moment, and I really hope that he starts getting the bigger roles sometime in the future, because he absolutely deserves them. And of course, what's his name, Christopher Plummer. You know, unbelievable. What a way to... I don't know if this was his last movie, but it was very, very close to it. So, yeah, anyone that has not seen this movie, do check it out. And if you're a big fan of A Christmas Carol, you really want to see this. You will not believe how he came up with some of the ideas for that book. So, yeah, that is The Man Who Invented Christmas. What a Christmas treat. Right. I picked this up this week as well. We got Source Code on 4K Blu-ray. This is an American edition as well. I don't think this came out over here on 4K. Great film. I think it's directed by David Bowie's son. What's his name? I can never think of his name. Where are you? Duncan Jones. And I have to admit, this is actually quite a decent film. It's kind of like Groundhog Day, basically. Jake Gyllenhaal's reliving the same day where he has to try and prevent this terrorist attack on a train. And yeah, so I'm not going to say too much about the film, because I really do not want to spoil it. It is one of them movies that you can so easily spoil it for people. But if you haven't checked it out, it is a great movie. Jake Gyllenhaal is absolutely fantastic in it. Michelle Monaghan's in it as well. And Vera Farmiga, wow, could not get her name out. Yeah, so she's she's the main woman in the Conjuring movies. So it has a great cast in it. Very one of those kind of on the edge of your seat kind of movies. Beautifully written, I have to admit. It's such an intriguing movie to watch. And like I said, great cast. The only downside is the 4K transfer on it. If I'm being totally honest, if you have the Blu-ray, you're probably better off sticking with it. The only reason why you'd want to get this is for the Dolby Atmos, and it does have Dolby Vision as well. The colours do, of course, enhance the picture a lot more over the Blu-ray. It's just one of them movies. It just doesn't look. It doesn't have that 4K crispness. Sorry, that you would be expecting from a 4K release. But the Atmos is fantastic, and if you're big into your audio, then this one, it would be actually worth picking this up just for the Atmos soundtrack. So yeah, that is Source Code. Great movie. Right, I picked this up from Amazon Germany. I probably might need a bit of help with this one, because it looks a bit incomplete, this Steelbook. So we've got Whiplash on 4K Blu-ray. I really hope you can see that cover. The reason why I feel this is a bit incomplete is there's no J card with it. Now, I know there is Steelbooks out there that you can get with no J cards, but then normally they would have the credits on the back of it. So there's no credits at all on this. So something's telling me that it looks second-hand, this release, even though I did pay. I bought it for new. So I just need a bit of help out there. Anyone that bought this film from Amazon Germany, did you get any slip cards with it? because if so, I will leave this back. I have not seen this movie. I have seen clips from it, and it's definitely one of them movies that looks like, you know, you're going to be biting on your fist a lot. J.K. Simmons looks like a right bastard in this movie. I've seen, like I said, I've seen some clips, and wow, I know it's going to be one of them movies where I'm going to be sitting down. I am going to be incredibly frustrated watching this movie. But from what I've been hearing, it is for the greater good, the way he is in this movie. So I heard fantastic things about this movie. Don't know a whole lot about the transfer in this movie. I did not knock it on, so I can't say much about it. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it does have a good transfer. Again, I don't even know if Atmos is on this, because like I said, there's nothing on the back of the Steelbook, so I honestly don't know. But yeah, this is definitely one that I can't wait to get. It actually cost around 16 euro. I know it's for a 4K Steelbook, it is quite cheap, but it still doesn't justify them selling a second-hand Steelbook and saying it's new. But yeah, I need some help out there. So if you have picked this up on Amazon Germany, please let me know to just get a J card. So yeah, that is Whiplash. Right, up next, and people are going to be surprised by this. I've spoken to my good buddy John over at Mondo Chelovic Movies about this film. I'll leave the link down in the description below. But yeah, I do like this movie, even though it is universally hated. But I do like it. So we've got Mortal Engines on 4K Blu-ray, and it's also a Steelbook edition as well. Believe it or not, this is the second time I have this film on 4K. Now people are going to find that really, really surprising. I enjoyed the movie. I actually enjoyed it. Was it the movie that I thought I was going to get? Absolutely not. But I think because there was so much hatred for this movie out there, my expectations were so low for it, that I ended up actually enjoying it. And it was a real pleasant surprise. The 4K transfer in this film is extraordinary. It is an absolute must for any 4K fan out there. It really looks absolutely extraordinary. And it's got a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, and of course, it's just bombastic. It sounds amazing. The only downside I have to this movie is actually the male protagonist in it. I don't know what the actor's name is. I'll see if I can find him. Is it Robert Sheehan? It could be Robert Sheehan. Didn't think much of him during this in this movie, but I thought Hugo Weaving was a great villain in this movie. But I'm a huge fan of Hugo Weaving, and I was devastated to hear that he's not in the latest Matrix movie, which would have done some harm to that movie. But no, I am a fan of this movie, even though I know a lot of you out there will find that surprising. So yeah, got this gorgeous Steelbook from Amazon Italy. I think I got it for around 14 euro. So yeah, if you're a fan of this movie, go over and check it out on Amazon Italy. I think it's still going for that at the moment. So yeah, that is Mortal Engines. And my last film that I'm going to be showing off at this year, have not seen this movie yet. We have got The Suicide Squad. I've heard mixed things about this movie. Mixed, but mostly good. It's directed by James Gunn. I know it has this crazy James Gunn feel to it. It's kind of it's supposed to be like the Guardians of the Galaxy on crack. This movie, it takes it a couple of steps above the craziness level that is. And I've seen some scenes off it. I have seen one or two clips off it. It does look quite interesting. From what I'm gathering with this movie, I think they're almost ignoring the events of the first one, or maybe they're not. I don't know, but I just kind of get this impression that they are ignoring the events of the first movie, because the first film wasn't particularly liked by anyone. I actually enjoyed it, but yeah, a lot of people didn't like it. So again, correct me if I'm wrong. If they do or they don't ignore the events of that first movie. But here the 4K transfer as well is supposed to be quite beautiful in this, and it has a Dolby Atmos soundtrack as well. It's also got Dolby Vision as well, so it's got everything you could possibly want from a 4K transfer. So this is one that I am really looking forward to seeing. Like I said, I have seen some clips from it. It looks incredibly funny, and yeah, this is definitely something that's going to be quite exciting to see in January, hopefully. So yeah, I've so many movies. I was actually counting there a couple of days ago. I think I have around 30 films to actually catch up on in January. So yeah, January is going to be a great month. And again, I will share my thoughts about this movie and some of the other ones in an upcoming maybe haul video. So that is it, folks. That is Suicide Squad, and that is my last pickup video for this year. I have to admit, folks, this year has been unbelievable when it comes to my channel. The growth on my channel for this year was absolutely extraordinary, and I just wanted to just give it a big shout out to every one of my subscribers. Thank you so much for this. It's been a great year. You really do make this worth doing. And it's because of yous, and I have to give you a huge thanks for that. For anyone that's left a comment or left a thumbs up, it means the absolute world to me. And hopefully things will get even better again in 2022. So that is it, folks. That is everything. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you could leave a comment down below. And look, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. So happy New Year to you all. Bye bye.